We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a
I'm going to show you how to make these beaded Christmas socks handphone charm based on a beading kit we are providing. So as you can see, in this kit, you will get a A4 page instruction that come with diagram. In this kit, you will also get all the materials needed to make this project. We will also provide needles as well as thread for you to kickstart with the project. So it is 100% hassle-free for you to kickstart with the project. Let me introduce materials needed to make this project. You need 65 pieces of 4mm red beacon crystals and 16 pieces of 4mm white beacon crystals. You will also need 3 pieces of 4mm white pearls, some seed beads, 3 jump rings, 1 T-pin, 1 handphone strap, 1 beaded, 1 bead charm, ball charm, 1 star charm, and needles as well as nylon thread. Cut nylon thread measuring about 0.8 meter in length. Fold it to half like this, and at each end, insert beading needle into the thread and leave about 1 to 2 inches at the end. We are going to refer to diagram 1 here. First, you need to start from unit number 1. From unit number 1, we will move on to unit number 2, unit number 3, until you reach unit 28 here. We are going to learn to weave this project based on right angle wave technique. Slide in 4 white beacons into the thread and place them at the center. And now we are going to cross the left thread into the last bead from the right thread. So you have just formed the first unit. Continue to slide in 2 white beacon on the right thread and 1 beacon on the left thread. And now we are going to cross the left thread into the last beacon from the right thread. So I have just formed the second unit of For unit 3, repeat the same process as per unit 2. Insert 2 beacon beads on the right and 1 beacon beads on your left, and cross the left thread into the last bead from your right thread. So as you can see, this is my third unit. Continue the fourth unit using the same method. This is my fourth unit. For the fifth unit, the steps are slightly different. So you need to slide in one white beacon on the right and one beacon on the left. This time round, we are going to connect the fifth unit into the first unit that you did earlier. So I'm going to cross the left. I'm going to cross into the opposite bead with my left thread. For the fifth unit, the steps are slightly different. First, slide in one beacon bead on each of the thread. We are going to connect the fifth unit to the first unit here. So what you need to do is to cross the thread I just turn the bead around and I'm going to cross the right thread into the hole here. Okay, I'm now going to slide in the thread from my left into the same hole here to make a cross. So slowly pull the thread. So I have just connected them. As you can see, we just form a nice circle here. As you can see from this diagram, we have completed up to unit 5 now. So we make a cross at this bead earlier. Now you need to bring both threads and pass them through this bead over here as we are getting ready to move on to unit 6. So now I'm going to pass my right thread into this bead here. And left thread is over here now. I need to pass through this bead as well as this bead, then continue by passing through the last bead here. So as you can see now, both threads cross at this particular bead here. Let's continue to work on unit 6 now. As you can see from this diagram, we need to pass from unit 5 here, we need to pass 2 units of red beacons on your right thread and 1 beacon on your left thread, and we will cross the right thread into the the bead from the left thread. Now slide in 3 beacon on your right thread and pass the left thread into the last beacon on your right. Pull the thread taut. Let's work on the 7th unit. So from unit 6, your threads come out from this bead. So you will need to pass your left thread into an existing bead from unit 1, and on your right thread you should add on 2 red beacon, and then you will pass the left thread into the last bead from your right thread to form a unit. So as you can see, this is the 6th unit. To continue with the 7th unit, you will need to pass the left thread into the next bead from unit 1. On my right thread, slide into red beacon, and now let's cross the left thread into the last bead from the right. Okay, I have just formed the 7th unit. You should continue to work on unit 8 and unit 9. Follow the exact same step as unit 7. So first, pass the thread on your left to the next bead. Add 2 beacon on your right. I've just added 2 beacon. This is my unit 8. As you can see, I have passed the left thread through an existing unit from unit 2 here, and on the right thread I slide into red beacon and I cross my left thread into the last beacon here. So when I pull the thread tightly, you will see my 8 unit form. Continue with unit 9, follow the exact same method. Once you have completed 9 units up to here, you will then need to pass through your thread from this side into an existing unit from unit 4 and pass through an existing unit on unit 6. Then lastly, you will need to add 1 bead on your right thread and cross the left thread into this bead to form unit 10. So this is my unit 9. Now I'm going to get ready to complete my unit 10. I'll just flip this over a bit so that it is easier for you to see. So now, as you can see from the diagram, to form the 10 unit, we just need to close the loop. So we are sharing the an existing bead here, which is from unit 4, and existing bead here, which is from unit 6. Okay, so I just pass my thread and I'm going to slowly pull the thread. Okay, as you can see, I have my thread coming out from the red beacon on the left and right. So now to close the loop, we need to add 1 more beacon at the center. So slide in 1 beacon on your right thread here. All right. So with the same thread, same beacon, cross it with the thread from your left. Pull the thread. So I've just completed the 10 units here. Coming back to the diagram again, from the 10 unit, we are going to form the 11 unit. So your thread should come out from this unit here. So to form a new unit, you need to add 3 beads on your right thread, and you cross your left thread into the last bead from your right thread. So slide in 3 beacon on your right thread and cross the last bead with the thread from your left to form the 11 unit. All right. So this is my 11 unit. As you can see, my thread is on the left side of the creation here. So to continue with unit 12, I'm going to just turn this paper this way so that the direction of the weaving tallies with the diagram here. So we just completed 11 units. We are going into the 12th unit now. So from your thread should come out from this bead. To form the new unit, you need to pass your left thread through an existing red beacon from unit 6. Alright, and on your right thread, add 2 new red beacon and cross your left thread into the last beacon. You should then form the 12th unit. To work on the 12th unit, remember to pass through your left thread into an existing bead from unit 6. And on your right thread, add in 2 more beacon. Slide it in and cross the last beacon with your left thread. So this is my 12th unit. Follow the same way, same steps for unit 12 to complete your unit 13 and unit 14. Just completed with my unit 14. So as you can see from here, there is a little space here for me to complete with my unit 15. So for unit 15, we are going to share the same beads from the earlier unit. Okay, what we need to do is to just add on 1 more bead here. So to do that, let's pass the left thread into this bead as well as this bead. Okay, so now on the right thread, slide in 1 additional beacon, and I'm going to cross my beacon with my the thread from the left side. Okay, so you will slowly see the formation of the socks now. We are moving into layer the 4th layer right now. So from unit 15, your thread should come out from this bead, and what you need to do is on your right thread, add in 3 red beacon, and then you use your left thread to cross into the last bead from the right thread. Then you will be able to form unit 16. So from here, slide in 3 beacon and hold your last bead from the right, pass the left needle into the bead, okay. So I have just formed the 16 unit here. To work on unit 17, let me just turn the paper. Your thread should come out from unit 16 from this bead. So you can pass your thread, your left thread, into an existing bead from unit 11. On your right thread, add 2 more red beacon and cross your left thread into the last beacon to form unit 17. From unit 16, pass your left thread into an existing bead here. And add 2 beacon on your right thread. Pass the left thread into the last beacon from your right. Pull the thread. So this is your unit 17. Continue to form unit 18 and 19 using the exact same method as per unit 17. To form unit 20th, your thread should be coming out from this bit of unit 19. Just pass your thread from this side to an existing bit from unit 14 and existing bit from unit 16 here, and on your right thread, just add in an additional red beacon and cross your left thread into the red beacon to complete unit 20. I've just completed up to unit 19 so far. So now I need to form the last unit here for the 4th layer. So before I add new new beacon, you just have to remember to pass the thread, the left thread, to an existing bead here. So I've just passed through my thread into this and this from the previous unit, and now I'm getting ready to add on a new red beacon on my right thread. Okay, I've just added one new beacon, and I'm now crossing my left thread into the right thread. Pull the thread tight. So I've just completed the 4th layer now. So from diagram 1 here, now our thread are at point A. So we are going to continue with the subsequent steps. So I would like you to take note of the numbering. Here we have point A, B, C, D, and E. So we are now going into diagram B here, diagram number 2 here. So we are going to continue from point A, and we'll start weaving again from unit 1 to unit 11 here. To work on unit 1 here, from point A, you will need to add 2 red beacon and 1 red beacon on your left thread, and then you will cross your left thread into the last unit of from the right thread. So from point A, slide in 2 seed bead on your right. Slide in 2 beacon on your right and 1 beacon on your left. Pass your left thread into the last beacon on your right thread. So I'm crossing my left thread into the last beacon from the right thread. So as you can see, I have completed with unit 1 from diagram 2. Now you can follow the same step for unit 2 and 3 as per unit 1. Now let's work on unit 2 using the same method where you add 2 beacon on your right and 1 beacon on your left, and you cross your left thread into the last bead from right thread. Slide in 2 beacon on your right, 1 beacon on your left, and pass the last beacon, pass the left thread into the last beacon from your right to form the second unit from diagram 2. For unit 3, we are changing direction. Just add 3 beacon on your right and pass the left thread into the last beacon on your right to form unit 3. So for unit 3, I slide in 3 beacon here on your right, and now I am going to cross the last bead with the thread from the left. Okay, as you notice, I have just changed direction where the beads are being crossed. Now unit 4, from here, just add on 2 new beacon on your right and pass your left thread into an existing bead from unit 2 and cross the thread into the last bead from the other thread to form unit 4. Slide in 2 beacon here and pass the left thread into an existing bead here, and then I'm going to pass my left thread into the last bead from the right thread. Complete your 5th unit as per the step in unit 4. So I have just done it here. For unit 6, I'm going to pass the blue thread into an existing bead from point E, and the other thread I will add 2 more beacons, and then the last beacon, cross it with the thread from the left. So from unit 5 here, I'm going to pass the thread into point E, which is this one, And now I'm going to add 2 more beads on the right. To complete, just cross my left needle into the last bead from the right thread. So this is my unit 6. Let's continue with unit 7, 8 and 9 following the sequence. So as you can see, we are passing through the thread into point DCB, which look like this. This is B, C, and D. My unit 7, my unit 8, for unit 9, you will need to pass your thread into an existing bead at point B and add 2 beads up here and cross the last bead with the thread from the left. On unit 10, I'm going to pass my right thread into the bead here, which is from unit 9, and I will add 2 more. I will continue to get into this shed but beacon here, which is from unit 1. And on my right thread, I slide in 1 beacon, and I will use my right thread to cross into it. So this is my unit 10. For unit 11, I'm going to pass the right thread into 2 beads from unit 2 and 3 respectively. And on my left, I slide in 1 beacon, and now let's pass the right thread into the beacon from the opposite direction to complete unit 11. Now we need to sew the edge of the sock. Alright, so what you do is you turn it this way, put them side by side, pass the thread around them, continue to pass the thread into this bead add 2 red beacon with your right thread. Use and pass the left thread into the same 2 beacon to form a cross. Okay, continue to pass your thread into the next bead. With your right thread and add 2 more red beads with your right thread. Okay, now with your left thread, you will also need to pass the needle into the next bead. And now you can cross your left thread into the 2 beacon beads that you added just now on your right. Continue to wave from bottom to top. Continue to wave from the back of the sock and bring your 2 thread to the front here. Pass the thread into the white beacon here. We need to pass 2 threads into the white beacon. Let's cross the thread, both threads. Let's cross both threads into one glass pole. Continue to pass the 2 needles into the next beacon bead below. And pass 2 needles into one per bead again. Now you can pass the both needle into the beads. To end the project, pass the needle into beads below. For both sides. When the both thread meet, tie a knot. Pass the needle to a few more beads before you cut off the excess thread. So you have just completed one beaded Christmas sock. Let's put up some beautiful charms for the sock. Open and jam ring. Place it insert it into the top of the sock. Close the jam ring. Before I close the jam ring, insert the bead ball into the T-pin or the I-pin this way. Make a 90-degree bend for the wire up there. Leave about 0.8 centimeter. Use a round nose plier, make a loop on top. Hang this into.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kid. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For we all like figgy pudding. For we all like figgy pudding. For we all like figgy pudding. So bring it out here. The